Hey guys, it's the Power Rankings video. We did it. Yay wins here too.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we fucking did it.
Yeah, we did it. Yay. Okay, so how it's going to work. I got a bunch of random numbers. I wish I could put it in order, but Showdown gave me a middle finger when I tried to do that. So it's just going to kind of be like that. But we took all your teams, 1 to 12. Fuck you guys, by the way, for not giving us feedback. We pinned you like 3 times. So we just took matters in our own hands, tried to be as unbiased as we possibly could. We rated ourselves this time around. So, hope you guys like it. Get started with, my great intro to kind of spiral into this. Looking at number 12, this is the same list. We came to the same agreement. We thought about doing 2 different lists, just thought it'd be a little too confusing. So we just did the same list.
It would have been a clusterfuck.
Yeah, it really would have. But what were you going to say?
I said it would have been a clusterfuck had we made 2 lists.
Yeah. So, just start off. We got, I've had the team pulled up. No, it's no surprise. Number 12 is Sleeping Panda's team, Mason. Thing is, Mason, you're such a good player. Why do you do this to yourself? Why do you do this to yourself? Why do you have 6 fighting weaknesses? What? Let's go 7, my bad. What's going on here? No, but in all honesty...
So,
yeah, you go first.
So you got 6 Pokemon in Tyranitar, Heatran, Terrakion, Hydreigon, Cloyster, and Chansey that are not taking a close combat or Drain Punch from anything. And then you've also doubled up on some typings.
Triple Dark Core yet again.
2 Dark Cores, which ain't bad.
Triple.
That ain't bad.
Don't forget about Muck.
Oh yeah, you're right, my bad.
He did this IBL Season 2 as well.
Yeah.
we roast him for it.
We lit his ass up, for sure.
But, no, also really slow. Oh, sorry if you guys heard that. Also really slow. Speed tier's capping out at Terrakion.
Which ain't fast enough, dog.
And...
that thing's going to have to be scarfed to keep up with most of these teams that are really, really good.
I just don't see the rhyme and reason and how, like, Terrakion, Hydreigon, and T-Tar are going to get synergy together. I think Terrakion and Hydra's a good core.
Not a lot of hazard removal.
Yeah, Defog Togekiss, Defog Rotom, and Spin Cloyster. Spin Sandslash, but that's not really a Pokemon.
Sandslash isn't a Pokemon, and when that's your only ground type, that's an issue, because your Volt Switch is just free.
Yeah. I don't know.
Also, the biggest issue is where the fuck is your Mega?
Yeah, we didn't touch on that yet, huh? Only team in the league without a Mega. Only team in the league without a Mega. There's no Mega on this team.
I don't know.
Couldn't even get Mega T-Tar.
What you doing, Panda?
Couldn't even get Mega T-Tar. Just had to go regular Tar. I think Mega T-Tar and Tyranitar were the same price, if not Mega T-Tar was lower, actually. I don't know that. Regardless, though, that is Panda's team. What is number 11? Number 11 is Tolan's team, the rain memeiest of teams.
And literally the only reason why this team is ranked higher than Panda's is because you've got Mega Swampert and a Pelipper.
Yeah, that carried you. It really did. It's just that enough was good.
You're not the worst team in the league because of that fact.
And then, like, at least he did kind of cared with Whimsicott, drafting Whimsicott for Prankster Rain Dances. I wish you would have got Tornadus, like regular Tornadus. I really wish you would have got regular Tornadus, especially for a team that already doesn't. Well, it's got Pelipper, so it has.
And I'll say this: yes, Volcarona will have 100% accurate Hurricanes, but it's no longer living as Scald.
Oh, I hate Volcarona and Rain. I can't stand Volcarona and Rain. It's terrible. Just showed them what time it was.
Putting a bunch of Swift Swim users in around Rain, a Rain team does not make, my friend.
Yeah.
I don't know. You got 3, 4 Swift Swim users?
Yeah, I believe the total is 4.
Yeah.
At least one of them, at least 2 of them aren't water types.
Yeah. And one of them, is Mega Swampert. So you did the right thing there.
Team also can't function outside of Rain.
Yeah.
I can't make it a full 6 stack that will be fully efficient without Rain. So everybody knows you're bringing Rain, so people can counter that. But I know my team can't, but we were just talking about Panda, you bring a T-Tar and just fuck up your whole system.
Yeah.
But
Suddenly, you've got an issue.
you got like 2 rockers? Yeah, 2 rockers. And Rain usually likes having hazards to help chip things down for Swampert. He didn't really do much of that. Hazard removal ain't bad. You got the best defogger in the game, IMO, Zapdos.
I agree.
Pelipper's there too. Zapdos and Pelipper, I get why Zapdos is there because of Accurate Thunders. Why not like Xurkitree or something? Just something that really likes Rain. Yeah.
Especially effective.
And it's cheaper too. Xurkitree's a lot cheaper than Zapdos. You already had Pelipper, so I don't know.
It's true.
But we'll see what you do.
9 points left too.
You really have a lot of points left. You really do. But we'll see what you do with the team. Maybe you'll allow us. Number 10 is Electric Guy. Electric Guy. I was hearing a lot about some of your. We were talking before the draft started. I definitely know you're a good player, but not really fond of what we put together here at all. So our gripe with it was the major double up on typings and the major you kind of nullified some usage between mods here. Like, why does Sokka and Boar belong on the same team? What do they do? I feel the same way about Beedrill and Ninjask. I think Ninjask was kind of a throw pick, didn't really need it.
You've also got Mimikyu, Azumarill, and Tapu Koko. And while I'm okay with having multiple fairies, I think 3 is a bit much, and especially when you have Azumarill and Mimikyu, which kind of do the same thing.
If you had Koko Azumarill or Koko Mimikyu, I probably wouldn't have much of a problem. But it's just all 3 of them. Not. Just all 3 of them that kind of make a problem. Snorlax is cool.
Got some issues now.
Snorlax is cool. Definitely helps.
You also don't have a steel type.
Big problem. Big oof. Not having a steel type. You didn't need 2 bulky waters. Throw a steel type in there. Yeah. I mean,
I have a ground type as well.
I totally see teams getting bopped by this particular team, but a lot of exploitable weaknesses. But hey, you got Koko, which is prime mod in the format. One of the better offensive mons in the format, if not the best. And you got good speed. It's really nice. I don't like some of the gaps. I think there's a gap between Koko and Mimikyu. That big gap between Koko and Mimikyu. Yikes.
I'm got a Ninjask in there.
Oh, and no, because Mimikyu's higher. Yeah, and I'm dumb because I think I'm dumb because Kyurem and Koko is the gap.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, nothing really in between base 95 and base 130. Yikes. And then combined with no steel type, it's just... I think having Koko Beedrill really puts you here. Kind of like with Tolan and Megapert earlier. That's why you're higher than the other 2 teams.
You have one of the best leads in Mega Beedrill. Just click your Mega and then you turn out into something if you want to, or Poison Jab something into Oblivion. Or Drill Run. I mean, you've got a lot of options, a lot of play with that lead.
Not bad setup either. Great setup.
Pretty good.
Curslax, yeah. Mimikyu, Azumarill. Calm Mind Koko's a thing. Yeet. And then Fellstinger Drill. But anyway, number 9.
Absolutely.
Number 9, the mightiest of the midgets. That's where your team is. We know Mason drafted your team for you. And I don't know.
He didn't do your team any favors.
I don't know. Just really slow.
But, I mean,
really slow.
I'll say this. I mean, Mason, he drafted a better team for you than he did for himself.
He did do that. But a lot of double up on utility. Why Queen Mamo? What does that do? What are they gonna accomplish? We'll get rocks, the ground types. I will say, you don't have a problem with setting up rocks. I believe this team has 5 rockers because of Kartana. Does Kartana get rocks?
Yeah.
Does Kartana get rocks?
You don't have a dragon, though.
We're finding that out live. You do not have a dragon, which is a huge problem. Kartana does not get stealth rocks. I'm an idiot. But, yeah, so yeah. You got some rockers. You got some ways to put up hazards. It's a very hazard stack kind of oriented team. You gotta set up the hazards. You gotta put in some work with your sweepers. Just none of them are very fast. But hey, agility thunderous.
But again, doubled up unnecessarily on some typings.
Yeah, very
know,
unnecessarily.
you could have maybe used Nidoqueen to get like a dark type, maybe, or a fighting. I mean, like a not a fighting type. My bad. Like a spin blocker for all your hazards. You're going to be setting up a ghost type.
And just really exploitable defensively as well. There's just not too much bulk on the team. I mean, you're like, I have Scar and Bliss. What are you talking about? But I mean, other than that, and Nidoqueen, that's about it.
Nidoqueen's pretty thick. Cortana's got good base defense, but no.
It ain't a Pokemon.
You don't have a whole lot of bulk. And normally that's okay if you've got, a hyper offensive team built around it, but your team isn't really built to be hyper offensive. So,
yeah,
because you don't have a lot of fast mons to take advantage, and you don't have a lot of ways of getting momentum for your team.
This is true.
So,
all right, so this is where the teams start getting better.
I will say this though, with a couple free agency trades, your team could look pretty nice.
Yes, it could. Maybe talk to Mikey about maybe getting Crobat. No, I don't know. Get some speed on this team.
That would actually help a lot.
All right, so this is where the teams start getting good. 8 and above, we really like them. 9 and below kind of have low opinions. With all due respect, not trying to be disrespectful or nothing. But 9 and below, you need some free agency trades. 8 and above is really where we started liking the teams. So keep that in mind before I click on number 8. But it's Wraithfire Bombies. And I don't really know how to pronounce his name. Liagumi or something.
Liam Ogami.
Liam Ogami. But I thought Gumi was there's 2 O's. But I don't know.
There's only 1 O, 2 M's.
I don't know much about this guy. Or girl. I don't know. It's 2019 IO kid, calm down. But we have
probably a dude with no life like the rest of us. Let's be real.
And we have a Zygarde DNC Jirachi Core DFS, which is really, really good. And there's no problems there. Mainly what we had a problem with, because you got DFS down, you literally have Firewater Grass DFS and then Thunderous Heracross. You don't have a 9th Pokemon. That was really a
Misdreavus is you might as well basically have a Pokemon on this dude, because if you bring Misdreavus, okay, if you want to handicap yourself, or unless you got some secret tech with it.
I don't know how he's gonna work with base 60 and then base 85 and the bottom 3.
I've got no clue. I want you to amaze us with that, though.
Yeah, but we are looking at this team, and so a lot of these top teams were able to utilize every bit of pointage, whether they got 9 mons or whether they had 11. And I don't know. I just did not like the utilization of points. This is a problem that I have. This is a standalone me problem. I don't like the 3 base 100s across the board. I don't think it's good. I think you could have went a bit more extreme with some of those. But
I agree that you could have had more varied stats. I don't have an issue with it per se. I think you could have used the points that you got with Manaphy a bit better. And Shaman's okay. I like Shaman. I'm okay with having the Shaman on the team just because it is a good, sponge for ground type moves. So I'll give you that one. But having 3 of them, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Having 3 base 100 mons.
speed tiers are kind of whack too. This team's rather slow as well. Thunder is capping out.
Yeah.
But they're all very, very tight knit. Like I said, 3 base 100 speed tiers. Then you have DNC and Thunderous literally right next to each other. A 4th base. No, sorry. Basically, 4th base. It's base 95, not necessarily base 100, but I'm talking about Zygarde and Arcanine both being base 95. So you got 2 base 95s, 3 base 100s, a base 85.
85, and then a Misdreavus.
Yeah, and then the Thunder. It's just, I don't know. Yikes. But hey, I would love to get swept by Manaphy or something. I don't know. I can definitely see you doing
you've got a lot of sweeping potential with this team, which is
Wall breaking ain't
makes it
bad either.
kind of scary. So
the wall breaking ain't bad either. I think Zygarde DNC is amazing.
For sure. I hate Jirachi. TP knows why, but I fucking hate Jirachi. So you've got my least favorite Mon to go up against because flinch.
Hey, speaking of TP, number 7. Yeah, TP is number 7. We're starting to get, and this is where we're starting to have to justify our picks more, because it's like, man, is number 7 so low? Come on, man, these teams we're pretty decent, We gave you guys a lot of points to play with, so most of y'all really put together some pretty decent teams.
The bottom 4 teams, at least in our opinions, are not good.
He's so mean. He's so mean.
I'm blunt. I'm sorry.
I know.
I don't like them. You guys are great people, I'm sure. Panda, he's a great guy, but your teams, I don't like them. I'm sorry.
All right, so TP, I bet you're wondering why, and I'm gonna tell you why. I think literally the entire reason why we thought you were so low is because you put Garchomp in grassy terrain. Why'd you do that to yourself?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. You shot yourself in the foot on that one.
Why are you handicapping yourself like that? You're gonna bring special Chomp every week Bulu comes? Is that what you're gonna do? You're gonna wow us with Earth Power Sludge Wave? Is that it? Oh, hey.
Do it.
More power to you. No balls. Calling you out. No balls. But yeah, I think that Loppity is really appreciative of people who can draft spike setters and things that can put up rocks. Hazards,
and then decent rockers,
and then good not so bad rocky helmet mons, but at the same time I think Loppity could just kind of get thrown on any team and it'd be okay because Loppity is fantastic. Now, in the regards,
doesn't make any sense aside from memes.
Yeah, because you still had 2 more points after Poipole, so I don't know. Could have got something, but Mandibuzz and Bronzong don't take advantage of your terrain, which is cool.
No, they don't.
Cool. Cofagrigus still does.
I mean, it would be. I think Mandibuzz doesn't matter too much just because it does get roost, but Bronzong would appreciate the recovery that to go along with its leftovers.
Could bring heat proof, but that ability's terrible.
Yeah. Not the best.
Espeon can set up screens, which is cool. And it's still it's a really nice speed tier for the team. But overall,
your speed tiers look very nice, though. I will give you that. But again, Poipole just seems kind of useless. And I mean, I know it's a meme thing to do, but we do have to grade the team based on what we see.
Right. And the DFS score was kind of weak too because I don't consider Bulu a fairy.
Yeah, it doesn't get any fairy stab, so.
Dazzling Gleam, you never know. It gets Dazzling Gleam actually, but
yeah, I'm so scared.
Cryo, did you want Rapid Spin? Was that the reason for Cryo? Or you just want Nice type? You get sniped on something? I don't know, but the team is really offensive, and it's we didn't really speak on Volcanion. Volcanion really works well with Bulu. I think that's a really nice tandem you got there too.
Yeah, it is. I'll give you props for that one. Volcanion's a scary Pokemon.
Yeah,
it doesn't like taking earthquakes, and so with the Bulu, it doesn't want to, but it can take an earthquake now.
Not so bad. And there's just a couple of common weaknesses. I feel like Volcanion and Mandibuzz both being weak to rocks is but it's again not bad. It's we're trying to stress that these teams from here on out really are not bad. We had to get picky. We had to get picky. And the kind of abundance of knockoff weaknesses was something him and I talked about. Didn't really appreciate that. Bronzong is that mod is probably in all the metagame, that mon, of all the viable mons, hates knockoff the most. I will go as far to say that. But who knows? So number 6. Now, before I click on this, I just want to let you know number 6 and number 5 was probably debated for like 25 to 30 minutes.
Good 25 minutes for sure.
Yeah, we didn't know, and they could still be interchangeable. Number 6, number 5, number 4 were probably the most talked about teams.
Yeah.
So number 6, my boy Shakro, the Swedish meme. Okay,
Yeah.
These teams are good. Like, these teams are so good, and I mean, at first glance, I wasn't a fan, but I really am now because, like, man, it's so bulky. It has switches for everything.
It is fat.
It's got switches for everything. Such
fuck.
low key bulk too. Like, of course, Tapu Fini and Ferrothorn are there, but like, oh, now I got Gligar, and now I got Gudra and Mesprit, and Miltank.
Raikou that can actually take some hits.
Yeah, people talk crap on Raikou, but they're wrong. Best mascot ever.
Yeah.
And you're not really struggling on putting up hazards, nor are you struggling to take them away. You have a hazard stacking team without a rapid spinner, which is meh. And I kind of say you have a hazard stacking team because I'm kind of looking at Ferrothorn and I'm thinking like, oh, that mod just wants 7 spikes. So you have like hazard stacking options, and it's not like you have one mod on your team weak to rocks.
You got a Mega Banette and a Hoopa Unbound.
Well, I have regular Banette. Hold on.
What'd you say?
I have regular Banette. Okay, there you go. Yep. It just... Continue.
All right. Technical difficulties, apparently. Mega Banette and Hoopa Unbound. They're both kind of, want to blow holes in things, but, I mean, they kind of do the same thing,
Typing wise, just stab wise, and what their typings kind of capitalize on. It feels similar.
Let me hit this Psychic type with, a Dark Pulse, Hyperspace Fury, whatever you're gonna click, or with Mega Banette, like, let me just click Shadow Claw here, right? We're
basically saying Hoopa Unbound is better Mega Banette.
It really is. It really is.
Yeah. So that was another reason, and another reason, something I brought up, is how terribly weak this team is to taunt. You can really just whittle things down with how terribly weak it is to taunt, and with the combination that it was genuinely just a slower team.
And while you do make up for the slowness of the team with better bulk, it could be a detriment in some matchups.
Because is Salazzle faster than Raikou? I think it is.
I think so.
I think Salazzle... Yeah, let's just find out together. I think Salazzle is your fastest mon at base 117. You're right. So it caps out at base 117, which is... In my opinion, I always like to try to look for base 120 and above to max out your speed tier. Generally speaking.
It's a good benchmark to hit for sure.
Yeah. So that is just our opinions. I say a lot. I need to stop doing that. That is our opinions. Now, number 5.
Yeah,
this is actually. I actually am going to be majoring in that kind of thing in college and doing that for a living. I'm actually quite good at it. It's just whenever I can't see a crowd, it's different. Number 5 is me. Now, the hilarious part about this, and what I thought was kind of funny, is there's one person that gave us feedback, and it was Shy. And Shy spoke very negatively about my team, and I bet you he's confused that we're rating it above his. Well, that's why we spent 25 minutes. Because you're right, I have a nice weak team. I have a nice weak team, and I have drafted better. But I don't know, I'm just trying to, in my defense, I've been trying to try out some new things. In my defense, I've been trying to try out some new things. So that would be mainly what this league was. But I think a big reason why that my team was better than Shy's, and I'm not trying to be biased here. This is what I literally hate about this. This is what I literally hate about this, and I'm glad Ye Win's here to back me up, because I just hate sounding biased and hate saying that I'm better than somebody else. I got 4, 3, 2, and 1 better than me. But I think my team capitalizes more on its weaknesses than Shy does. I think my team is more heavily prepped for because there's so many different things that you're worried about happening in the game compared to Shy's. Shy has a very standard game plan. I have options. Shy, you know what his switch-ins are going to be to your Mons, and because it's the beauty of draft, you can make things differently. With me, I cover a broader scale with less bulk, mind you. I have a lot less bulk than Shy. But I think just the compensation of my offense as well really helped. I take an offensive approach. Like I said, I'm weak to ice types. I have Infernape, Suicune, Scizor, Aerodactyl with Stone Edge. I have Mew, which lives every hit. And I don't know an ice type that wants to switch in on an earth power. So I'm really pressuring things with my offense.
Maybe?
Yeah. Unless I got
but that's about it.
Yeah, that's about it.
Off the top of my head.
Unless I got Stone Edge or something. But that would be more so why. Again, this is just our opinions. I'd love to debate with you all day, Shy, about why I'm better than you and you suck. But no, I'm kidding.
Well, I'll say this: one of you got swept by a Rabombi, the other one didn't.
Yeah, it is true. This happened.
So
that
to consider.
There is that to consider. That you do have that on your resume, Shy. All right, but top 4 now. This we kind of talked about me maybe being better at this team, but overall ruled it out because I don't have a Celesteela. Is mainly why Mikey is number 4 here. We were like looking at different things and just like, man, you don't have a Celesteela. Okay, you're done. You don't have a Celesteela, Brandon. That's about it.
Just don't.
Best DFS core
in the league.
Yeah.
And it's disgusting.
Yeah, add us on that. It's find a better DFS core in this league.
The only argument I think is the Zygarde Diancie Jirachi, but like Celesteela Clefable is just dumb good, and then Latios is Latios.
Yeah.
I think the only way you can make this better, like just in the OU format, is if this was Mega Latios, and that's literally it.
Mega Latios would be good too.
Yeah, either one.
And then a lot of why we like your team is how it kind of plays itself.
Yeah, it's so easy. You just
there are 2 rockers.
Role.
There are 2 rockers, which is yucky. That's my thing. I wish you would have been able to make more. Like, why is Crobat here? I don't.
Crobat's the one mon that seems out of place here. It makes your speed tiers nicer. A bit.
Just a bit though, because Mega Main's there.
Because Mega Main's right there, and it's only a 10-point difference, a 9-point difference.
And Starmie, it would have been the difference between Mega Main, like it would have been Mega Main Starmie instead of Mega Main Crobat. Okay. Yeah, me too.
Which I think is fine. That's a fine gap to have because you're over that 400 mark, and then
361. Yeah, I also don't like that Latios and Starmie are on the same team.
They're very similar.
But it was just a matter of the fact that this team is going to be like, I can hit hard, but I can also switch into hits. And I have kind of fake out utility things. Because Healing Wish on Celesteela teams is very clutch. Just giving Celesteela that second life that was already hard to break down the first time, I think it's almost a necessity whenever you're getting Celesteela. Like, that's why I like Celesteela Mega Guard so much. And yeah,
it's good. He's got Latios there, which can pop off a Healing Wish. So.
And yeah, a lot of special attackers. Almost all special attackers. You have 3 physical attackers, and Celesteela's kind of both.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Lando. You got Darmanitan for physical purposes, and that's about it.
I might have a better team.
You have one of the best defog switch-ins in Superior. Just drop that in there. And click defog, and then now what you gonna do?
Yeah, you might miss your attacks. I might have a better team, but we ultimately decided probably not.
It's just,
Yeah.
yeah. It's one of those things where Landorus T and Celesteela is just dumb good.
Yeah,
But everything else is standard, and it does play itself a bit. You don't have a lot of, and again, the Crobat doesn't make any sense, but you do have some things where it's just like, okay, I know what this is going to do. I know what this is going to do this week. You don't have a lot of versatility, but that's not an issue per se, because what the Pokemon that you do have are really good at their roles.
and if you don't bring Zen Mode Darm, you're a pussy. Okay, and number 3, Yewin's team.
Hey, this
guy. The general consensus for the opinions we did get is, damn, I'm scared of Mega Pinsir Karen Black, which I don't understand. It's not like they're kind of similar, but
they are similar. One of them sets up and sweeps, and the other one just blows holes in things. Click Z move, click freeze shock, kill Pokemon. That's what Karen Black does.
So the regen core is really nice, and
it's a nice
the Volt Turn is weirdly okay, because you have 2 Volt Switchers in Cobalion and Zeraora, and then U-Turn and Tornadus. The bug on his team doesn't get U-Turn, but the flying weird bird thing does. One of the things I had to say about the team was like, why Tornadus and Mega Pinsir? And mainly it was just saying because he wants Defog, he wants the speed. It makes sense, you know. They have similar weaknesses, but I guess at the same time, you already in a team when you try to put together like a good steel type, like a decent steel type, to try to take on the bird spam. But now that you're taking on bird spam from like both ends of the spectrum, you know, like one physical bird, one special hurricane, it becomes a bit more problematic, I suppose. I was seeing that argument. But speaking of bird spam, your team gets blown back by bird spam. To be honest, with some rocks up, that's not looking clean. Your resists are...
I'm okay.
Your resist is Zeraora. But yes, that is just it, right? So you don't have a bird resist, so you just decided to draft Toxapex, and now everything's okay.
Basically.
So, passive mod...
Nose pass.
You know what?
On that nose pass.
You're right. I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The level 1 nose pass is going to be an amazing hurricane switch-in. But... Mudsdale is another one. I was like, why'd you draft Mudsdale? But he was talking to me about it. And you know what? I was looking at the... I didn't realize it. Oh, that's not Mudsdale. I clicked on Mega Pinsir like an idiot. But I didn't realize Mudsdale has base 125 attack.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. So that's not bad, actually. And it's another rocker. Stamina is an ability. An ability that's not bad. If you put it on a different mod, it'd be broken. And I just think the way this team is going to work is you're just going to be like, I cannot answer to all of this offense. I need to pick my battles, and I need to play my team correctly. And any team that forces that is good. It is definitely top 3. It's honestly the entire purpose of why the number 1 team is the number 1 team. Because we totally felt this particular team was able to, and again, I'm backing him up on this. I actually was the one that said he needs to be number 3 at first, and he said I might have been wrong. So, that's how you know. But number 2, so proud of this little guy. We got Buttermac, so you know that the top 2 teams now. But we got Buttermac. Yeah. We got Buttermac. Let's not talk about Lurantis. Let's not talk about Lurantis though. Let's just pretend like it's not there. He's just kind of a bench warmer. No, the whole team really does make sense to me. I helped build it. But
Lurantis even does make sense a bit there too, just because,
Trick Room.
Entree is a nice thing to have.
Trick Room. Trick Room Victini. I'm giving away all of Nick's secrets.
Give them all away.
But we honestly just felt Victini was very well built around. Because whenever I look at this team, like, for one weakness, I see, like, 2 resistances. Like, for Victini to start with, not like in rocks moves, not like in water moves. For the water, I mean, we have a water immunity here. We have a water resistance in Rotom, Dragalge, and Lurantis. But no, and then for the rocks, weaknesses like Seismitoad, Fortress kinda, and Gliscor kinda. They're not necessarily true rock, but they could take Stone Edges is basically my point there. And it really is well built around Mega Absol functioning correctly. Because you got all types of hazard stacking between Fortress and Dragalge. You have plenty of rockers. You have spike sets in Frostlass and a spin blocker in Frostlass. I really wish you and I could have found a way to try to fit in some sort of Defiant user, like when we were going to add Primate for a bit there, but it ended up just not having the points to do so. I really think this team can definitely put in some great work. I think that it is bulky enough to withstand any really type of pressure. There are obviously going to be key matchups, like what I'm looking at right now is the Kyurem Black matchup. It's not going to look good for you.
Oof, buddy. Oof.
Yeah, it's not going to look good for you. But that's Kyurem Black, and Nick hates Kyurem Black, so.
I'll make sure he feels the wrath.
But basically, the prime focus for this was the pure offensive pressure we put into this team, and I personally think Nick did a really good job. He also drafted very familiar. He was able to draft things that he's comfortable with, like Sylveon and Absol and Victini. He's really comfortable with those mods. He's wanting to build a Mega Absol team for months in a league. But he's also trying out some new stuff like Rotom and Gliscor. He hasn't really used those mods before. Seismitoad is definitely a new one. It's Swellow as well.
Sure.
So, what do you think?
But it's still a very good team.
All right, good stuff. All right, let's talk about the beast now.
All right, so Anderson, you can go fuck yourself.
You can.
I don't know why you thought it would be okay to draft Tapu Lele and Mega Alakazam.
That's it. That's it. That's why he's number one. Bastard. I know that's weird. I know that these guys don't know what I'm talking about. No, that's why. This nominates the OU meta for a reason, especially in draft when you don't have answers to everything.
It's because let's just Mega Alakazam already hits like a goddamn freight train, right? So let's just give it terrain where it boosts its stab. It's already ridiculously high special attack, right? And then on top of that, let's draft a nice team around it. You can go fuck yourself.
Because we really like Drill on this team. I wish you would have got a Sand Setter instead of Torterra or something, like maybe try to fit Gigglet. But you really built a nice team for Alakazam in general because Drill is so bulky and has a lot of natural resistances that Alakazam kind of appreciates. And
you got speed control and Galvantula with very nice enough webs.
Yes, you do. Nice kind of Volt turn there because okay, so you get Volt Switch with Galvantula, Baton Pass with Umbreon, Parting Shot with Savali, and then Volt Switch with Rotom Frost. So it's nice there. Rockers are, my goodness, one. But it,
Torterra. Doesn't Torterra
come on, in Torterra, yeah, three, yeah. I forget Kamala gets rocks sometimes. It doesn't really want to run rocks, but it gets rocks.
I said Torterra, but yeah.
But and Torterra is right as well. Yeah, they both get all three of them is what I was saying. Whereas it's not necessarily your conventional team. It is really good, and you still managed to fit just generally good Pokemon on there, like Milotic. I have a very low opinion about Umbreon in draft, but this guy does not.
I don't.
So
I love this thing. This thing is a fatty.
So some fatties, some sponges, and some fatties.
You got a special wall to pass. Fat wishes.
Not really. Base 95.
That Alakazam is gonna that's a full restore dog.
And another just genuinely good mod is Entei. Absolutely genuinely just very
Banded Sacred Fire does not feel good.
Yeah, very Banded Sacred Fire kind of mon. Breaking steel types that Alakazam and Lele really struggle with, and then Drill breaks the steel types as well, and Kamo breaks the steel types as well.
Just one of those things where Focus Blast isn't always reliable. Use it as a last resort. That's why you got everything else around it.
Again, hazard department wise, I'm not a fan of, because with removable and setting, it's just you're gonna struggle with it, and it's
pretty yeah. Defoggers are not really existent. You got Rotom Frost.
Yeah, Rotom Frost, Silvally, and then Drill for spin.
But that's about it.
Yeah,
and I one more hazard removal mon than I do.
And now you're doing that thing where you're running Stealth Rocks and Rapid Spin on Excadrill.
Yeah.
If you have to, because Kamo doesn't want to always run Rocks, and then you're not bringing Torterra that much. So...
Unless you do bring Torterra like every week, in which case, power to.
So, it's not like one of those seasons where a team just kind of ran off with it. We spent a lot of time talking about all of these teams. We like and dislike about a lot of these teams, actually. They look a bit awkward, but that's because most of us are pretty new to the point system. And then some of us are just kind of trying to take advantage of Lele Alakazam, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. Some of us want to have fun, and then there's Anderson, who just wants no one to have fun.
Yeah, he's a little salty because that's his week one. But
I'm not salty about it. I got plans for him. Don't worry.
That is about it. Time will tell the rest of these power rankings.
Plans are good, but I do have plans.
Times will tell the rest of these power rankings.
Power ranking one.
Yeah,
we'll do like mid-season power rankings based on. We won't just base it off of record. We'll base it off of how people have played in the games and such like that.
Yeah, for sure. It'll be a good time. I think it's going to be a good season regardless, though. I feel like all these coaches are pretty out here. I am a little worried about some of their activities. I won't name drop, but if we can get active and everything, this would be a nice ATA. It's our first time doing something like this, guys, so bear with us. We really want to try to make this a fun thing. We really want to try to put emphasis on the fact we want you guys to be trying. We want you guys to put time into your prep, but it's fun at the same time. We're just out here trying to have fun and try out some new stuff. I've never used Landorus Eye, and I haven't used Mew since I met this kid 3 years ago. And
it's been a minute since I've used Mega Pinsir.
Yeah, it's been a while since I used Mega Pinsir. Again, I remember he used it whenever he met me, and then maybe two other ones. So
yeah.
Very, very cool stuff, though. If you have to make now we're gonna actually take these last few minutes. I wanted to ask. So we're gonna do playoffs. I believe we're gonna do top 6, and the first 2 teams get buys. I really like that system. Yeah. So if you just had to make a bold guess, what are those top 6 teams?
Top 6 teams.
What are those teams going to playoffs?
In order, or just in general?
Yeah, don't order it. We're already kind of trying to, just what do you think it's going to be?
You, me, Anderson. I like Mike, and I'm gonna go with Panda.
I think that was 5. Me, Anderson, you like Mike, and you went Panda. Yeah, so one more.
Oh yeah, one more.
It's like Nick, Shy.
Yeah. TP. I'll go TP.
All right. See, I'm going Shy Butter, Anderson, us 2, and then thinking emoji. We'll say. Let's just say. I think I said TP. So TP, Shy, us 2, Anderson, Butter Machine. So that was Power Rankings, guys. I really hope this little banter and stuff and just us talking was semi-enjoyable. I don't know if you see this. I'm sorry if you do. But if you have any questions about anything, feel free to let us know. We'd be more than willing to debate our opinions in the chat. Yeah, y'all have a nice day.
Wrong. I love I love being told I'm wrong on these things and told why because I get to learn. So tell
Yeah,
me I'm
for
wrong,
sure.
please.
Yeah, he's such a nice and humble guy. We especially want to
Yeah.
hear about those bottom four teams as well because we are genuinely confused.
Yeah. Panda, dog, Mason, my homie. I picked you to make playoffs because I hoping you're gonna fix this shit.
All right, we'll have the schedule out tomorrow too.
Yeah.
All right, well, bye guys.